Big one on the jerkbait. Fishing a little drop shot here with the flutter nymph. Got one. Oh, it's a big one. I need the net.
Nice. FishLab, Hydroglide, tell you, doing its work. Lake of the Pines, this place is pretty special. I moved here, I think I was 8 years old when I came here. It's a private community in Northern California, just above Auburn. It's 5 miles of shoreline. I think it's about 230 acres. We've got amazing largemouth bass, we've got spotted bass, trout, we have red ear bluegills. It's an amazing fishery, but our goal is just to catch the biggest bass. I'm Chris Hollingsworth.
And I'm Kelly Hollingsworth.
Met in high school sweethearts. We have 6 children, and so we've been raising our children in the place that we kind of grew up in. I worked as a plumber. I became a golf pro, sold insurance for a minute, started doing events,
and then
fishing, and then now we print socks. And so the support of a wife that would see through that and put up with that, I think is a better way to say. It's been pretty fun.
No, Chris has been good for me. I just want to work all the time, and he reminds me it's time to go have some fun.
I literally lucked into finding my best friend. We've done motocross riding, we've done whitewater kayaking, all these things that are truly inspiring and dangerous and thrilling. I still get the same thrill when I'm catching the fish.
Back at the home lake, early morning launch. We've got the kayak today. We're gonna head out, get the boat in the water, see if there's a topwater bite. The weather, it's cooled off over the nighttime. Hopefully it's brought the fish back up. We'll see if they're in the shallows. So first thing, kayak, topwater. Let's go find some fish. Yeah.
All right, it's time to go paddleboard fishing. Stand up paddleboards, bring out a couple rods, and soak up the sun.
This is all where it started for Chris and I. Started on paddleboards, and we just come out here and fish together.
I started doing social media, and I was a fisherman. I was Mr. Wish I Was Fishing, and next to me was always my beautiful wife, who they're like, who are these people? And they're fishing. And so Kelly started her page. We share the gear we're using, the time of day we're fishing. We're not secretly like blocking out the spots. But what works for us, if it's gonna help another family have fun fishing or an individual, I wanna share that story. Going back in the history of what we've done, all the different jobs, we went into the pandemic and we had an event business where we're producing like 20, 30 events a year. Pandemic decided that events can't happen.
All events
it was
in
shut
California,
down.
everything was completely
So
shut down.
we decided, hey, we're not gonna have income, so this is gonna be interesting, raising children, having a family. And I had this weird idea that we could print socks.
Well, you've always been a sock guy.
I was always pedaling on my pedal kayaks, fishing in tournaments and doing social media, taking pictures, and my socks were always in those pictures. And so Mr. Wish I Was Fishing was wearing crazy socks, and a light bulb went on. I'm like, let's make socks with fish. We make socks
And
for our
Chris is
customers.
an amazing artist. He is so artistic, and so it really fit well with him.
It's fun. It's a
He's
connection
able
of
to-
art and
right.
fishing and our love of being outside and my love of crazy socks, and it's worked out really well for us. Being here in Lake of the Pines, it's afforded us a chance to just keep playing, raising our kids, and having just a blast. Across the street from our house is pickleball.
Tennis courts down the road that we're able to play year round.
And the focus, of course, is fishing, and so the fishing is phenomenal. My excitement is finding a new way to fish. One of my favorite ways to fish is fishing on a raft. We have a pontoon boat that we've turned into a fishing vessel. Got the kayaks, we've got stand-up paddle boards. We don't actually have any gas motors on anything, so we're kind of human-powered or electric-powered. And it's just a blast because we'll go out on the pontoon boat and we'll be dragging behind our grandchildren on an inflatable island.
And our kids. And
kids are out there and they're
yeah.
jumping and they're doing backflips and we still catch fish when we're out there. So
Yeah.
it's pretty cool, all the different ways that we have fun out there. So one thing in Lake of the Pines, it's a cherished fishery. We have a fishing club. We actually import about 6,000 pounds of rainbow trout. I like to think that it's dual purpose. We like to have something for the kids to catch in the wintertime, but also it trains our bass to go after those big swim baits. And it's really cool to see the youngsters out here learning all about fish, learning about their habitat, and then they're kind of invested in protecting that.
Got one. Oh, it's a big one. I need the net. I always start with my drop shot just to get warmed up. It's a warm up, right? Just so I can feel good about myself, like I can catch a fish.
And it's fun.
It's really fun.
Having that, like my golf pro background and teaching people, that's one of my biggest joys.
He's a great
is
teacher.
teaching somebody something about fish. So it's pretty cool to fish with someone that really teaches me. And that's just this whole yin yang thing that we have. I think it's a cool experience that I get to sometimes pause and reflect, and then I get to learn something from my fishing buddies. So my enjoyment to learn something is probably greater now than when I was a kid. I've always had this dream to learn other languages, and fishing truly is another language. And my fishing advice to people is never stop learning. Understand that I think everything you learn in life will help you out on the water. To get up and to have your day and still working and having a family-run business, this fun thing of having children and going fishing and
Just being out on the water and in nature and getting your kids outdoors, I just think it's so important. And now all of our children, even the ones who didn't love fishing necessarily as children, they all just love it. They've all just taken to it as they've grown older, and it's become such a family activity for us to do together. It's awesome.
We have these funny family texts that go around, and they're sending us texts of them successfully catching fish.
Yeah.
Not just going fishing, they're finding fish, they're catching fish. And that joy that I know they're having, we're part of that. But having those opportunities to be together, to be on the water, age doesn't matter, gender doesn't matter, it's fishing. And I don't honestly know if there's something better. I'm Chris Hollingsworth.
And I'm Kelly Hollingsworth.
And Lake of the Pines is our lab.